Thank you for joining this video, and please you can help us to share it. Let's spread it so that people will know more about the governors that have been initiating failed projects that has been costing the country billions of naira and um, making Nigerians not to get the value for the money that they have been generating as revenue. And so in this video, we're going to share insights. We're going to mention the governors that have initiated over 15 failed airport projects across Nigeria, across the zones, across the regions, that has cost Nigerians over 300 billion naira. Now, we promised in that first video that we'll be sharing information on the governors so that we will identify them and ensure that they don't come back to office, because whether you like it or not, it is our vote that brings them to the office. And one way you can vote for a person is that you are voting for that person because you believe that the person is going to be able to provide the country or provide the state with quality leadership. And quality leadership begins by identifying credible projects that will yield the dividend of democracy to the people of that state. And so we are beginning this campaign to draw the attention of Nigerians, to draw your attention, most importantly, to those personalities, those governors that have initiated these failed airport projects, so that we will mark them. And when they come back for office, or when we know the person that they are supporting, we should be able to reduce our support or take away our support from such persons. Because the challenge we have had as a country, as a people, we all can agree, is our leadership recruitment process. And we will have to begin to take responsibility in ensuring that people that have failed in the past don't get to come back to office. We don't have to recycle failures. And so, before I mention these governors, let me also remind us that a few days back, the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Barrister Festus Keyamo, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, a well-respected person and one of the shining ministers of this administration, was on Channels Television. And what surprised me is the fact that when he was asked about why we were not having Wi-Fi at the airports, he said that it took him about 2 years, all right, to resolve a simple challenge between two sister agencies, between NAMA and FAN, on who should take responsibility for the administration of Wi-Fi in our airports. Now, if that simple issue can take the minister about 2 years to resolve, then imagine what other bigger issues like managing failed airport projects in Nigeria is going to take us. I mean, these airports failed largely because the initiators of these airports did not align the objectives of those airports with the national objective. They did not align the objective of those airports with the national objectives. They designed those airport projects in absence of an integrated plan that will ensure that those airports have a way of connecting with the overall aerospace plan or aerospace development plan of the country. And so it shocked me that that simple problem could take the minister that amount of time to resolve. And so it becomes also important that for us to help the minister, we need to ensure that people that are initiating airport projects in the country must seek for a way to align those objectives. And we can only achieve that when we have people that are introducing or initiating airport projects having a clear-cut idea of how that airport project will sit in the national scheme of things. And that begins with such governors being altruistic, being truthful and sincere in the development of that project, not developing an airport project simply because of their own selfish interest or pecuniary interest. And so the first on the list of those governors that initiated these failed airport projects is former Governor David Umahi. Governor David Umahi, who is now the Minister of Works. And for whatever it takes, we can see that the Minister of Works has had also a lot of challenges in the administration of the Ministry of Works, as we have it now. And so we need to be careful. The governor launched the Ebonyi International Airport, which was renamed as Chuba Okadigbo International Airport in 2019. In 2019, costing about 36 billion naira, and which was later, injected another 17.3 billion naira, moving that airport project to about 63 billion naira. Now, that airport project is not fully functional as it stands today. It's not fully functional. Then we have the one in Bayelsa that was initiated by former Governor Henry Sirika Dixon, who is now also a senator, a sitting senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, this Bayelsa Airport, International Airport was began in 2012 and completed and commissioned in February 2019, costing Bayelsa State and Nigeria in general about 70 billion naira. But that project is not also fully functional, as it were. It's not fully operational because the integrated services that ought to be available for that airport has not been fully explored. It has not been fully explored. And so this over 63 billion naira or over 70 billion naira that the Bayelsa State government invested in that airport is almost becoming a waste. Then you have the Jigawa State that was initiated by Sule Lamido, or not Sule Lamido, the Dutse International Airport, which was commissioned in 2014 and still not fully operational. Then we have the one for Ekiti State, initiated by Kayode Fayemi. As of today, that airport is still not fully operational. We have the Nasarawa State, which we started this series with. Now, this Nasarawa State airport had a very good master plan because it was designed essentially as a cargo airport. And if the governor if the governor was very detailed or was detailed enough to understand the relevance of a cargo airport within at least even the North Central or the Northern, North Central and Northwestern states of the country, if there were an integrated plan to bring about the movement of cargo from these states through this airport to other parts of the country, other parts of the world, if that design was actually conceptualized to take that extent, then that airport would have been a very wonderful airport. But as we speak now, it's not fully operational. Then we have the one that from Anambra State, which was initiated by Willie Obiano. All right, that airport cost over 6 billion, launched in 2017, and is still not fully operational. We have the one in Osun State by Ralph Aregbesola, one of the key promoters of the coalition. It's not also fully functional. We have the one from Zamfara, initiated by former Governor, initiated by Mahmoud Shinkafi in 2009. That airport project is still being wasted. Then in Yobe, initiated by Ibrahim Gaidam, Ogun State by Dapo Abiodun, and Kebbi State by Seidu Dakingari. Now, these are airports that were meant to contribute to the aerospace development in Nigeria, but because of short-sightedness, poor execution, and even poor ideation of those projects has now cost Nigerians over 300 billion naira. Now, these persons does not warrant any further national office. They do not warrant any national office.